a little thick around the waist area, Dre.
Yeah, he typically looks like that. I like the young fella. He's feeling himself.
Whoa! That was the first moment all week we saw a break in the composure. That was a big-time shove.
He's sending a message.
That was an attack.
He's sending a message. He's sending a message.
All right. Let's understand what we just saw here. Devin Haney. Man, what was he trying to achieve right there? That's my question. They obviously planned the shove. Okay? And I just don't think all that was necessary. But it's fighting, it's boxing, and I get it. But let me tell you something. That's not what you want to do. Because you see this guy's face right here? He's not someone that can be intimidated by a shove. This guy's coming out of Ukraine, war-torn Ukraine. Devin Haney said that he's letting him know he's the smaller man, I'm the big man. And that's just a little idea of what I'm going to do to him during the fight. Let me tell y'all something. That doesn't make any sense. I've seen things get heated during weigh-ins, man. We've seen guys go at each other during weigh-ins. But normally, there's some bad blood, you know? But this seemed to have been one of those kind of build-ups where Lomachenko just there in the breeze, cool. He's like, I'm a guy who knows what I know. I don't need to try to show you what I know by saying I'm going to do this and that in the build-up. I know what I know, and when it's time to show what I know, I'm going to let everyone know, and it's going to be on fight night. Devin Haney, on the other hand, was more like, I want to show y'all what I know during the build-up by saying all these good things about myself. Somebody put in the comments, hey man, damn, you're trying to break Devin Haney down. Is he not supposed to believe in himself? Who said he wasn't supposed to believe in himself? Those are your words. It's not my words. Stop taking it to the stupid. But I'm going to tell you this. You don't have to be out here talking a whole lot. That's corny to me. I learned that a long time ago. Listen a whole lot, talk very little. But I'm going to tell y'all the reason why Devin Haney was a little bit out of character this week. I'm going to explain it to you right now. And what I'm about to tell you is a fact. Okay? Devin Haney is involved in promoting this fight. Okay? He is heavily involved in promoting this fight. Devin Haney wants this fight in regards to promotion. He wants it to be a huge success. That's why Devin Haney was, trying to trash talk a little bit, trying to say things to get under Lomachenko's skin. And that's even why him and his dad planned to shove Lomachenko. Let me tell you something. I've never seen somebody shove an opponent, right? And after they shove him, turn their back and walk away. and go down the stage and start getting dressed, I was like, that, nothing about that seemed genuine. Nothing about it seemed genuine. It was obviously something they planned because they know during the weigh-ins, they probably want to, get a little boost, a little surge, pay-per-view buys, and that little shove could be what it takes. Nobody's ever shoved Lomachenko. Ever. Lomachenko's not that kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But Devin Haney wants to sell pay-per-views. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, he pissed Lomachenko off. I'm telling y'all, he pissed Lomachenko off. He pissed Lomachenko off. That was dumb. Because now Devin Haney's already a guy who's very concerned about what people have to say about him. He thinks about that. What everybody has to say about him. He was gifted the belts. If Lomachenko would have fought Kambosos, Devin Haney, nobody would be talking about him. People saying Devin Haney can't, he can't punch. Saying he's the weakest of the top guys at 135. Say he's ugly. People say he's dumb. Right? And I don't agree with all that stuff they say about him. What I'm telling you is the things that people say about Devin Haney that bothers him. He's ugly. He's dumb. He's not a real Muslim. They say things about his dad. His dad's a criminal. He got a criminal father with a clown son. Let me tell you, that stuff messes with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? When Rolly Romero gets going and starts talking about Devin Haney and insulting him, let me tell you, when these guys go back and forth, some of it is funny, but they cross the line. And for Devin Haney, I just think things he didn't help his situation. You know what I mean? And it's sad because he's like, what's he, 23 years old? Young man. Got all this pressure on him. Got all these people attacking him. He's been in the spotlight for a long time. Everything this man does is under a magnifying glass. He's an undisputed champion. Not one time has anyone stopped and looked at him and said, you know what, job well done to the young man. It's always, job well done, yeah, but. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, job well done, but it was an easy job. Who do you have to fight to get the belts? A one-stop shop. But I'm telling you, with all the things that were said about him, all the things that have bothered this guy, and then for him to have used that to fuel him to get into this position as being undisputed champion, I think he just hurt himself by shoving Lomachenko. That was the worst thing that he could have done, in my opinion. You're going to come and shove a guy? I'm telling you how people are looking at it, who left the sport of boxing. Let me tell you, left the sport of boxing to go and fight a war that majority of people don't agree with, right? To go and support his country. A lot of people look at Lomachenko as a hero, and you come and shove the hero for no reason. Let me tell y'all, for those of you who are watching it, man, let me tell you, that shove is going to have repercussions, man. That shove is much bigger than just Mayweather grabbing the neck of Victor Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? That shove is much bigger than Ricardo Mayorga slapping the butt of Shane Mosley's girlfriend and Shane Mosley trying to get at him. That shove is much bigger than Mike Tyson rushing over there to Lennox Lewis and the big-ass brouhaha breaks out. Let me tell you, that was a horrible choice on the part of Devin Haney and his father, because I know his father had him do that. That was stupid. Now, will it kind of result in a surge in pay-per-view buys? I don't know. But I tell you what, it wasn't worth it. There's going to be a lot of backlash for that. Normally when you see opponents go at it with each other, the crowd starts to cheer and celebrate and clap hands and they're excited. You know what I mean? They want to see the two combatants go at it. They immediately started booing Devin Haney. They immediately started booing. They didn't want to hear. They want that. That's not something they wanted to see. And then it goes back into this what I was talking about. One of those things. Let me tell you. He and his dad has done a great job with Devin Haney's career. But I think they've pigeonholed themselves and they just make themselves easy targets. You'll come out here now. It goes from the religion thing, and you're out here showing aggression and being crazy at a weigh-in for no reason, but you're Allahu Akbar. And then you come out here, and yesterday you and him and Lomachenko are talking about each other and the good and the bad and the positive things and all that, and seem to be somewhat amicable, you know. And then today, just to come and say, you know, things just built up. It's fine. It built up, and nothing built up, man. That was staged. That was a forced situation. Just like when Devin Haney was trying to talk trash about Lomachenko, it was all forced. Devin Haney's not that kind of kid, man. He's not that kind of young man. His father raised a good, decent young man. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. And let me tell y'all something. Bob Arum, he's not going to like that because Lomachenko like a son to him. I already told y'all, man, Bob Arum, I see him kiss Lomachenko in the face. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Old man Bob out there sucking the cheek of Lomachenko. I said, God damn. I didn't know it was like that. But what I'm getting at is Bob Arum cares about Lomachenko. You can't come in there, man, and think you can just try to bully the old man's son. Anyway, people, I just think what we saw right there is what I like to call bad medicine. Bad decision by Devin Haney and his camp. It just wasn't worth it, in my opinion. Don't know what they were thinking. But nonetheless, Devin Haney can think he got the upper hand by shoving Lomachenko. Let me tell you something. He pissed Lomachenko off. Pissed him off. I remember my dad telling me when I was like 12 years old, I think I was like 12 years old, about not wrestling with kids and not slap boxing because they get to learn your strengths and weaknesses and how strong you are, how hard you hit, or how quick your hands are. He's like, never let somebody know the advantages they have over you. And I remember I was like 12 years old. And when I saw what Devin Haney did, it made me think about that. He shoved Lomachenko. It was a very vicious shove, but it didn't cause Lomachenko to fall down, fall back. And Devin Haney shoved him with all of his strength. And Lomachenko laughed at him, said he has no power. He's mine now. I felt he has no power. And that immediately reminded me of what my dad told me when I was like 12 years old. He should have never shoved him because now he knows you don't have any real power. Now, if he would have been a guy to shove him and Lomachenko would have did a goddamn cartwheel, a backflip, a somersault, then Lomachenko would have probably crapped his Ukrainian shorts. But that's not what happened. He just took a little step back and scoffed at Haney. He was like, hey, what the hell was that? You want to make this a tickling contest? Well, I'll show you tomorrow. Let me tell y'all something. Do not miss this fight. I think Devin Haney is a talented young man. I think Devin Haney, if he keeps the fight simple, I think he can win. But I just think added more to his his worries now, because now he's coming into the ring, and instead of the narrative being how these two are professionals and keeping that conversation around just basically what they're going to bring to the ring, there's going to be a lot of negative conversation and people putting a microphone in front of them and just saying more things and adding more questions about the shove, which is just going to piss off him and his dad, and they're going to bring that into the ring. And I just think they didn't think big picture on this. So that being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. We'll see how the fight goes tomorrow. But I just think, if anything, what Devin Haney did played to Lomachenko's advantage. Horrible decision by his father. I know his father, I don't have any proof of that, but I'm willing to go out here and say I know his dad conjured that bullshit up. Devin Haney's not going to just come and shove him. The way he shoved and immediately turned around, like he shoved him, and he didn't even fully pull his arms back. He already turned and beelined off the stage. His dad was right there with him. Normally, if something's not staged, you see your loved one shove somebody, your first reaction isn't to sit there as they walk to you and walk up the stage. Your first reaction is to get in the middle of that shit. That's my reaction. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, yo, if they start the war, we're gonna finish it. Like, I wouldn't have just come on and let's walk off the stage calmly. I would have, man, shit, that was my son. Man, shit, all hell would have broke loose up there. That's all I'm saying. So it was staged, people. But anyway, bad decision on Bill. I really didn't have a whole lot of respect for him, because I don't think he's helping Devin Haney's case at all. I think he's hurting him. And then, the secret society is real. You want to come out there and mess with the secret society, okay. Watch tomorrow, Devin Haney loses this fight. And I'm not telling you because he can't win. I just think they've just put themselves in a position to where nobody wants them to win. And the secret society, once they make that decision, it's over. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Beijing Bill hurt his son today by encouraging him to do that foolishness. I'm in the breeze.